Hi everyone, Xena here, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a viewer's request submitted by Jasmine, and Jasmine has requested a tutorial on how to apply eyeliner. So for this tutorial, I'm showing you how to apply eyeliner using a kohl pencil, a felt tip pen, a liquid liner, and a gel liner. The other thing that I've done is I've actually ordered them from the easiest to use or the easiest to apply, which is for me the kohl pencil, all the way to the most difficult to apply, which is the gel liner. So hopefully there is something there for everyone. In any case, let's get started with this tutorial. I hope it's helpful. Okie dokie, so the first method I'm going to show you is using a kohl pencil. For me, by far, this is the easiest method to use, especially when you're starting out for the first time. I find that it's a lot more forgiving for when you make errors, so they're a lot easier to fix, and you don't need to have such a steady hand as you do with some of the other methods. It's really simple, and yeah, I'm just going to show you in a second, but before I do need to point out that it is very important that when you do buy a kohl pencil, definitely go for a more harder pencil rather than a softer one. Softer one is going to often transfer up here, which is something you definitely want to avoid. It's just, it's a lot easier to draw on when you're a beginner using a harder pencil. The big trick to applying eyeliner is to do short little strokes at a time. Don't try and do the whole eye at once, because it ain't gonna happen for you. So you can take your kohl pencil and you can use a blue one for this look. For me personally, I do need to just pull my eye slightly when I'm applying it, but everyone's different. If you don't need to, then that's awesome. So I'm gonna take my eye. And I'm just gonna do short little lines like so. And I'm just gonna do a straight line. So when you have your eyes closed, see how you can see that it's a completely straight line? You can go for a wing and sort of pull it out a little bit further, especially if you have small eyes like me, or you can stop it just where your eye stops. That's completely up to you. And there you have it. That's how you apply eyeliner using a kohl pencil. So once you're comfortable using a kohl pencil to do your eyeliner, you can move on to the felt tip. So this is what the felt tip looks like. This one obviously is a lot thinner, and because you're pretty much using ink, there's a lot more margin for error, so you need to have a much steadier hand. All you do, it's pretty much the same concept. Again, you're doing short, sharp little strokes. You do need to keep that hand a little bit more steady. If you do find that your hand shakes a bit, feel free to rest your elbow down onto a table when you're doing eyeliner. I find that often helps. But yeah, otherwise it's exactly the same process as with a kohl pencil. The felt tip is a lot thinner. You can definitely wing out that eyeliner a little bit more than you do with a kohl pencil. So that's what I've done here, but again, you don't have to, whatever you prefer. That is how to do it with a felt tip pencil, with a felt tip liner. And as you can see, that line is a lot thinner and a lot more fine. Similar to the felt tip liner is to use a liquid liner. So I find that they're both pretty much as easy as each other or as hard as each other. They're at the same level. So a liquid liner usually looks something like this, and the exact same thing. There's no difference. Your tip might be really thin as well, so you just have to make sure that you keep your hand steady. And I'll just do a line over the top of the black so you can see. There you go, that's how you do it with a liquid liner. If you mess up, and you probably will, I do all the time, so you know, nothing to worry about. Just get a Q-tip and just simply wipe off any excess. And go again. There you have it. And for the final, and in my opinion, the hardest method, I will show you how to do eyeliner using gel liner. So the one that I use is Blacktrack Fluidline by MAC. This is what it looks like. Just a pot of goo, I guess. I find it easier to apply with a little brush like that has a little angled head on it. I find that the angled head just helps, meaning you don't have to sort of move your hand in a weird position. It kind of, it's already angled for you, so it's just a lot more ergonomic, I guess. But I mean, if you have a brush that doesn't have an angle, that works just as well. But yeah, this one I do find the most tricky, and this one I also find that I do this one when I do sort of more dramatic looks. Obviously I've got a wing liner there. Once again, you don't have to have a wing liner. If you do it without the wing liner, then I would follow the same method that I showed you in the previous two examples. But if you do want to do a winged liner, then there is a slightly different method of doing it. So I'll just show you how that's done. So you take your gel liner and your brush, and you just put a little bit onto the brush, not too much. And what you do is, first you're actually going to draw your wing, and the wing just shows you or acts as a template for the rest of the liner. So one thing to point out is that when you are drawing your wing, see how your eye sort of finishes there? You got to pretend that your eye keeps going. So if your eye would keep going like that, at that angle, that's how you draw your wing, at the exact angle that your eye keeps going. So it's pretty simple way of remembering it. So I'm going to draw a pretty long liner, pretty long wing. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to do a line just like that. See, as you can see, it's like a continuation of my eye, like so. And then the rest of it, you just do as you would normally do your eyeliner. So again, short little lines all the way to the end. Well, actually not to the end. I'll show you what the difference is. So I'm going to dip my brush back into the gel. Again, just putting a little bit on. You don't want to put too much, otherwise you're going to do a big mess. That's just gross. And off I go. Okay, now that I've drawn the liner all the way to the edge, I've got, obviously it looks a bit silly now. So I'm just going to dip my brush back into the pot, and I'm going to just complete that wing. And what I'm going to do is essentially draw a little triangle. So see where my tip is here? I'm just going to put my brush on that tip and then just draw backwards like that. And then all you do is you fill in the little triangle in the middle. Once again, if you do muck up as I have done, all you need is a Q-tip, run it over, and voila, you have yourself a winged liner. Obviously this is a lot more dramatic, so yeah, the wing is definitely optional, but I do find that when I do dramatic looks, I definitely like to put the wing in, and I do find that the gel liner is the easiest and most effective way of adding that winged liner. Having said that, it works just as well with a felt tip, a liquid liner, and a kohl pencil. Anyway, I do hope this video was helpful to you. If it was, feel free to give me a thumbs up. I always love receiving those. And if you have any requests for any other looks or any other techniques, please feel free to just write me a comment below, and I'll be more than happy to do them for you. Bye for now.